who was dressed in yellow garment and held a stick in her hand, came out of the palace and asked the demigods what they wanted. Sri Satachandranana inquired, "Oh, what universe are you demigods the rulers? Tell me, and I shall go inform the Lord at once." The demigods replied, "We have not seen any other universes. We know only one universe, O beautiful one. As far as we know, there is no universe beyond ours." Sri Satachandranana said, "O Brahma, millions of universes pop up and down on the surface of the Karana ocean. As you are the demigods of one universe, so in each universe there are many demigods. However, you do not even know their names, and so what to speak of meeting them? Never leaving your little home, you remain satisfied with a stunted mind. You know only one universe, but living entities are born in many universities, like mosquitoes inside many udumbara fruits." Being mocked in this way, the demigods remained silent. Seeing them intimidated in this way, Lord Vishnu said, "We stay in the universe where Lord Prishnigarma descended, the universe that was cracked by Lord Trivikram's toenail." After hearing this, Satachandranana praised Lord Vishnu for some time and then again entered the palace. Upon her return, she gave the demigods permission to enter. Thereafter, when the demigods entered the palace, they were able to see Goloka, where the king of mountains, Govardhan, was filled with many cows and gopis garlanded with forest flowers, which was decorated with rasa-dance circles, which was splendidly manifested, and which was where the dark Yamuna river meandered at will, its shores paved with lapis lazuli steps and decorated with a million of gazebos. The demigods saw the forest of Vrindavan, which was filled with wonderful trees and creepers, appearing most glorious, with countless beasts and colorful birds, and the banyan tree, where Lord Krishna played his flute, was splendidly manifested. A cool breeze gently blew, carrying the pollen of many thousand petal lotus to the shore. In the middle of Vrindavan is the Lord's personal realm of 32 forests, which are surrounded by walls and moats, and it is the site of a reddish courtyard having eternal banyan trees. This courtyard is surrounded by 7 walls made of rubies. There are awnings decorated with strands of pearls, appearing like many millions of moons, and the splendid flags wave in the breeze. There were seen pathways that appeared to be paved with flowers, and the singing of many bees, numerous mated peacocks and cuckoos was heard. Many women were seen as effulgent as 100 moons, wearing sunrise earrings, walking about as they wished, noticing their beautiful faces reflected in the jewels, running in the jeweled courtyards, decorated with necklaces, bracelets, and tinkling ankle bells, and appearing most splendid with jewels in their hair. At door after door there were seen millions and millions of beautiful cows, as glorious as white mountains, decorated with glittering ornaments, young, full of milk, endowed with good character and great beauty, their tails yellowish, and appearing to be personifications of happiness as they walked about with their calves, who were decorated with tiny bells, their bells and ankle twinkling, appearing splendid with golden necklaces and flower garlands, and their horns covered with gold. These cows were of many different wonderful colors. Some pink, some green, some red, some yellow, some black, some smoke-colored, and some the color of cuckoos. These cows gave oceans of milk are marked with the sign of ewes, leap like deer, and are very beautiful and decorated with many calves. Wandering amongst the cows were many great bulls, opulent with long horns and necks, and appearing to be very pious. Also seen were many handsome cowherd boys carrying flutes and holding sticks. With many charming melodies, they were singing about Krishna's pastimes. After bowing down to offer respects, the demigods entered the Lord's personal forest grove, which was 1,000-petal lotus, appearing as a great circle of light. Above that was a 16-petal lotus, above that an 8-petal lotus, and above that a long path leading to 3 stairways. There the demigods saw, seated on a splendid throne bedecked with beautiful Kaustuba jewels, Sri Radha and Krishna, surrounded by 8 splendid gopi friends, headed by Mohini and served by 8 gopas, headed by Sri Dama. In their hands were diamond-handled chamaras, as glorious as swans, and the millions of parasols appearing like millions of moons. Lord Krishna's left arm was decorated with Sri. His right foot was bent as he wished. He held a flute and smiled gently and gracefully. His eyebrows enchanted hosts of Kamadeva. Krishna looked splendid, like a newly formed rain cloud. His large eyes appeared like lotus petals. His arms were long, and he wore a yellow garment. On his chest hung a beautiful forest garland filled with the sound of intoxicated bees. Lord Krishna appeared splendid with nice bracelets, ankles, and a belt. He had a glittering, charming, and very glorious smile. He appeared most handsome with a mark of Srivatsa and a jewel placed in his curly locks of hair. He appeared most attractive, wearing a crown, necklace, armlets, and earrings. Being very happy, as it merged in the ocean of ecstasy, their eyes brimming with tears, the demigods joined their palms and lowered and bowed their heads, offering obeisance to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This ends to chapter number 2 of Garga Samhita.
Can you tell us something about Garga Muni?
Shakshur militam jene tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manuvistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sarupoda Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Garga Muni appears in the pastime of Lord Krishna, as we read in the book Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After this incident, Vasudeva asked his family priest, Garga Muni, to visit the place of Nanda Maharaj in order to astrologically calculate the future life of Krishna. Garga Muni was a great saintly sage who had undergone many austerities and penances, and being appointed priest of the Yadu dynasty. the wonderful description of Goloka, which was given here to us, is just another one of these great gifts which descend from the pure revelation. When the Lord wants to show something to the world, he chooses his great devotees who are capable to see those visions and to reveal them to the world. We are very indebted to them, especially to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who gave us a Krishna book, which is just like this, a description of Goloka Vrindavan as well. Our spiritual master, he has also introduced Garga Muni to us. And therefore, this Garga Samhita has given us new views of the sweet pastimes of the infinite absolute. We are very grateful that we can listen to such beautiful descriptions of the spiritual world. Now, the way it was achieved and that they went there on the boat going through the water, which the Ganga came in the universe, that through that boat they went out and saw the causal ocean, and where many bubbles of universes are floating on this. What a view, what amazing, the dimensions of the creation is just like, well, if you look at the sky in the night, this is just as much influencing great awe and reverence within our heart of see, perceiving somewhat of the infinite. The infinite is making available information about itself in different ways, and one of the ways is when we hear about it from great devotees like Garga Muni. I was also surprised here at the eloquence of the English in which this is written and edited. It's very perfect English, which is very, very nice to read and to get such informations. What can we say? Garga Muni and this vision of the spiritual world is so grand and so informative that you almost feel like seeing it with your own eyes. And this is something which is helpful for our meditation. So therefore he starts the description, who is that fool who doesn't want to talk about Krishna? Who is such a fool? Do not utilize his tongue to spread and glorify the unlimited forms of the Lord and his different contributions in this world. So, I don't want to be such a fool. Therefore, I want to talk about everything what Prabhupada has given us. He has given us an appreciation of a world we are longing for. As such descriptions are being given, we are longing for this. We are longing for a world beyond birth and death. We are longing for a world in the absolute beauty and the non-challenged atmosphere of Krishna's supremacy. Because in this world, everything is challenged. You can go anywhere you want. People always talk bad about the other behind their back, and everybody wants to overshadow the others, and all that. Just like there's one very famous guru now in India, I won't mention his name. He's very famous, extremely famous, but he's always talking like God is not so important, God doesn't really matter. He's playing himself to be kind of God, you know? And he prides himself by saying, I never read the book of the Shastras, I never did this. He's like, he's a personality, very eloquent, good speaker, and somehow he leans on the Vedas, but it's a story of its own. And this is all like avoiding such revelations as Garga Samhita. Because if you take the Garga Samhita as a serious information about the spiritual world, then from now on, Goloka Vrindavan has to be for you on your map, on your travel map as the highest destination. That's where I want to go. Like people go to India, they want to see Vrindavan. When they go to Vrindavan, they want to see Radha Kunda or Govardhan. There's always some something which we call superlative. It's always something better. There's something great, but there's something even greater than great. No? So in this way, by hunting superlatives, we are in the world always very concerned with what is here, what's going on, what we have to do here. So in the divine world of the Supreme Lord, it's a description of the supreme domain of love and how we can actually go and be part of it. I mean, this is an advertisement. You may call it so, huh? Invitation. Please come to the spiritual world. Don't stay in the material realm of foolishness. Come to the spiritual world. And this invitation is a very kind invitation. Come on. Who doesn't want to go to the world of divine realms of real, meaningful joy? Who doesn't want to go there? I mean, I cannot give the same words as Garga Rishi is doing here. It's just very, oh, wow, my God, beautiful, amazing. Just going above all descriptions. And therefore it says that the beauty of the devotees there is much more beautiful than Kamadev. Kamadev has everybody mesmerized in this world, but those associates of the Lord in Goloka Vrindavan, they are much more beautiful than Kamadev. And therefore, we can also simply admire this. We can open our inner hearts, eyes, and say, oh, amazing. Now, why? Some people may think, oh, it is beyond imagination, maybe it's unbelievable, but why should it be unbelievable if you see how beautiful the things here are? How beautiful is Tulasi, how beautiful are the devotees, how beautiful is the deity, how beautiful is the sun and the moon and the earth and everything. But why should there not be something more beautiful in the eternal world, which is not covered by the symptoms of destruction of this world, like the wildering? In this world you get a beautiful flower and before you know it's good, it withers away. It loses the enchantment. So in this way, yes, in this world of temporary misery, and as we hear Dukalyam Shasvatam, there is a call upon a world which is not of that decay tendency and which is opening the doors to us to contemplate the divine. Because in that world, that's not even really the other world. It's God who is there, who makes it really alive and meaningful. It is all about Him. It's not really. And then if we worship the Lord here, you chant His holy name here, then you're also protected here, then you're also in the spiritual world here. So all in all, this is something like really noticeable, very much noticeable, that there's another world which is being described in such extraordinary features, and then you're invited to go there. And what you see, it's not a world of light, no, it's a world of people, divine people, and associating with each other, having relationship with each other. Anytime some communication comes towards us from a higher world, from a higher realm, then we are surprised. Ooh, there is such communication going on. When we meet our spiritual master, we feel that way also. We met you by the will of Providence, and now we accept you as a captain of our ship of the body, so that we can cross over the unsurmountable ocean of nations. So we feel that Guru is Krishna's representative to manifest his kindness, his awareness, his lila towards us. So this is something we can only say. Jai Sri Krishna, and Jai Sri Radhe, and Jai Vrindavan, and Jai Valley Temple, where we can come together and listening to these things. So this is the Ganga Sanghita in its fullness. Now, because we